So does anybody remember where we last left off? I know it's been we didn't play last week because of a missing player and other dog sitting obligations. So we abstained from last session. Do we all still remember? I took the liberty of reviewing about the last half hour or so of the last session, but
that was on my list of things to do today, and I did not make it to that
all
part of
good.
the list.
Go to your room.
Go to your room.
Go watch it right now.
Yeah, we'll wait.
Okay.
We Swiss cheese the space amoeba.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. We were shooting the space amoeba, and it attached our ship, and we did get
Took
it
a
off,
sample.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, our ship is fine. We actually opened up a bunch of spaces on the ship we're trying to break into to steal stuff from.
Mm-hmm.
You broke into you tried to you sliced off some, and then Carl's exuberant assault on the entity resulted in some chunks coming off of it, and then finding themselves attaching to your own hull of your own ship. This dreidel-looking entity we see. You then did a spacewalk. I believe it was Dr. Jan and Carl who went on a spacewalk and to basically pull the leeches off of the hull. You were successful. You were able to take a sample. I believe I described it as like a glass vial like thing where it kind of sits in the middle. This kind of globulous chunk of the entity. You took a sample. You were able to return back to your own ship safely because you guys were rolling amazing last session. You then proceeded to you successfully, I believe your original idea was to burn some off with your own ship's engines. So your fearless pilot, Laura, I believe it's Laura, or is it Flora? Flora, right? You just misnamed yourself the other day.
I did do that.
So yes, Flora also rolled like amazing. I believe it was like a 6 and a 3 or something. Because I gave it with advantage for her piloting. Anyway, she was very capable of using the, I guess, wash or whatever you want to call it from your engines to burn off the thick mucousy membrane that enshrouded, encased the primary airlock and method of egress for this old freighter class ship. And I left you guys in the ship, but I believe you, if I recall the session properly, you guys didn't immediately wish to set foot in, probably a reasonable idea, and wanted to attempt, or I think you did do some scans of, now that you could kind of penetrate more into the ship, you guys were going to try and do scans, but given your...
Yes, we want to use our sensors.
The sensors?
Sensors.
Flora told us the crew was dead. No reason to not believe her.
I didn't find any life signs, right?
Yeah, and you said you literally said they were dead. You specifically said you told us they were dead.
They did.
They gotta be dead. No life signs.
Yeah.
You're good.
But crew, I leave it to you to make the choice moving forward. What limited telemetry, what limited data you could get back from your low power scans? Because I assume you don't want to try and turn the whole system on. Yeah, you no immediate signs of life. Laura, I'll put you in the hot seat. What do you do?
Oh, well, I don't know. Dang it. I thought I had just reported about them being dead because the thing went through the one guy. Should we go closer? Where exactly are we in relation to them now? Are we already against?
Let me go to the background here real quick. I'll just do a quick drawing.
We were still a little ways away from it, right? So that we
Yeah, I
didn't
believe
have to worry
so.
about.
So let's say this is your
Thought so.
let's say this is
Okay.
your ship, right? Okay. Rightfully so. I want to say, and that's the butt of your ship. Okay. I want to say, like, you have some ship.
That's
looks
perfect because the butt is the airlock.
Right.
Yeah, that just makes
Makes
sense.
perfect sense.
Right.
Those and the
This is
physics.
supposed to be an airlock type thing, but then I made it all super dumb and jaggy, so we'll just pretend like that makes sense.
That's just how C-32s are.
That's true. That was C-32B.
They're not very symmetrical.
No.
No,
Just
they are not.
functional.
Modular.
Utilitarian. I was going to say Unitarian. I thought they were all Episcopalian. I didn't know they were Unitarian.
And what was it? The Expanse, wasn't it? The Mormons were
Yes.
like some major faction building a super
Ginormous, yeah.
Well, when you never had to pay taxes.
Ark.
Yeah. So it could be the Unitarians have taken over much of space using old
Yes, they have.
traders. Yeah.
They've come out. They've found their
They're very nice about it.
very politely.
Everybody, they're very open to
enslaving
just
the-
trading with everyone.
Yes.
You should check out the book series Bobaverse if you.
Mhm.
Not really spoiling
Many
it.
we are Bob.
Yeah. We are many, we are Bob.
Oh, that thing, that stuff.
It's a great book series. It's a fun read. Anyway, sorry, yeah, Flora, the butt of your ship is facing the airlock of the other ship. In my head, there's like this like this gaping wound almost where you burned off and cauterized the outer shell or what now consists of the shell around this derelict, this ship you found floating in space, exposing and through this wound it exposes the airlock door.
Okay. Is everyone already suited up? I still think we should suit up before we go in there. Just
I'm gonna get water. I'll be right back. I'm so sorry.
No, I'll go put on my advanced battle armor for this one.
okay.
Carl would too.
I will get my ascot on. Like Dr. Smith. Oh, you cannot board a ship without your ascot.
What is
Yeah, I
an
will-
ascot? That's that thing on the front, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you have chicken neck, I guess you had to put the ascot
It's-
on as you got older.
It's what Freddy wore from
Yes.
Scooby Doo.
Scooby Doo, yeah. That's why I use
yeah.
He always wore an
Olay.
ascot.
You got to
It's the only
moisturize
reason I
right
know
here.
what it is.
If you see me with one on, I'm not being fashionable. I have chicken neck, turkey neck, whatever. I'm so vain.
I got my
Oh, you're coming in crystal clear, Brian.
Thank you,
essentially
5x5.
fully
These
loaded.
wonderful new headphones, and I have no cord to tie me down.
Got no strings to.
Got no roots.
Freedom.
Look at me. Oh, Pinocchio. It's funny you
So,
put it that way, actually.
I'm wondering if we
sorry, go
want
on.
to jump. I was wondering if we wanted to jump, or if we actually want to connect our ship to their ship.
Oh,
Well, what
I
do you
want.
think? You guys have a good idea so far.
I think standard operating procedure would be connect.
Okay.
Jumping
Yeah.
is like super risky on many
I
levels.
agree.
I did it once. I'm not wanting to do it again.
Is the slime stuff coming back up to the areas that we had cleared
Burned
out?
off.
Yeah.
Good question.
It. How can I put this?
No,
That's true.
everything's fine.
No.
It's fine.
No, or the growth is so slow that it's imperceptible.
Okay.
Now that we notice.
You just got to do it
So
quick.
we wanna
Which I guess
try
is the
and
answer
clear-
question. No.
Yeah. Yeah. We don't know, but no.
Oh.
As of right now, it doesn't like it. Do you want to get more out
Uh-oh.
into the rock?
You broke up, Bobby.
Oh, sorry. Do we want to clear more out around the airlock? Just so it's farther away? Like,
Yeah,
Do you?
Yeah.
Are you addressing anyone in particular?
Flora.
oh, the group in as a whole.
Okay.
Do we want it? Because I'm just thinking if we have more room
Mm,
around the airlock, we've got more time
yeah.
before
Just-
we have to potentially start worrying, hopefully.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Highway to the afterburn.
And also, is it affecting our fuel doing this?
Oh, just have to be careful that these particles do not somehow.
Typical use of a thruster costs 1 fuel per day.
Ooh.
I did not
Okay.
figure out how fuel worked very well, though, so you may notice that that area is the blink.
The blank.
This model gets very good space fuel mileage.
No, we need at least 9 fuel, but then it also said the thing about per day, and it also says that you can have 1 fuel per 10 cargo, and 1 cargo module is 10 cargo, so that seems cumbersome.
Oh man, that's really the math is that much on this.
Mm.
Seems
But I have
that
a.
way unless I'm reading
Only
it
if you
wrong,
want
so
it to
I'm
be.
really not sure.
Mm.
Just
Well, real quick,
Yes, sir.
perhaps can we? Because I remember playing Traveler way back when, and you could skim gas giants to refuel, like kind of come into the just before you go into Atmo, and skim their gaseous gases. And
Is
convert
that
that.
Pull a space balls, turn into a vacuum cleaner.
Yeah,
oh
you could
my god, where they put it over the hole. Oh my god.
turn it on.
I am super
Full suck.
open-minded. I was just ignoring it for now.
No, but maybe we could get some kind of converter. Then we can not have to worry about it. If we could science fudge it as an add-on.
Yeah.
Something to think
Vacuum?
about.
For
Well, like
sure.
these skimming
So-
things, where you like kind of open
Mhm.
up and they let the gas in, and somehow there's a conversion from planet gas to fuel. I don't know.
Converting module.
Yes, a vibronium
cycle.
converting module.
Yeah, your
Got it.
fibronium. Yeah, your fibronium.
So important. So should I roll for the burning, or am I just that good at it at this point? I mean, I feel like I've pro'd up at burning space
Pro'd
sludge,
up.
but
Well, I mean, what are you
Should I-
really trying to? Are you just trying to do the whole thing? Or are you just trying to,
no, I don't. I
uh,
wasn't.
increase the size of
Personally,
the
I'd
moon,
love
so
to
to
do the
speak?
whole thing.
Oh
but-
yeah.
I personally would love to do the whole thing just to get rid of all that stuff. But I was
How
My argument would be fuel consumption in that task,
Yes.
ultimately.
how much
yeah.
is left, and do we still have that flamethrower?
I have it. Yeah.
Oh,
Do you only have
Say.
one shot left, or
No, I refueled.
okay?
little.
I mean,
little
We
we
have
could-
hop
more
and-
fuel on the ship so that we could, because it only gets like 4 shots, right?
Mhm.
And I would imagine it's going to be more than 4 shots to clear the slime off the other ship.
Maybe we could
Yeah.
use one fuel to clear just around the airlock to give
Yep.
us a little extra time,
Yeah.
get in and get out.
Yes.
Yeah, I like that idea.
And then if it is growing pretty quickly, maybe we, I don't know, out even
Yeah.
faster. I don't know.
But I mean, we could always clean it off. We know how to actually take care of it. I would say when we connect our ship, though,
Mhm.
we shouldn't connect the power to their ship, and we should shut our systems down. Would be my suggestion.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Hopefully they aren't attracted to powered suits.
That's the concern I have.
But we'll be inside the ship, and
Yeah,
as far as we know, that stuff's outside the ship.
Mhm.
correct.
Can we go?
I
Yes.
would say docking is pretty straightforward for you, Flora. I don't see there's a necessity for you to roll for this.
Mm-mm.
I would venture to guess that standard docking is basically like 101 stuff for a pilot. So
Oh, yeah, that's first year flight school.
yeah, that's first year flight school. So yeah, you guys so Flora like flips on the power for like a half second and then she does a bunch of fancy maneuvering things and then shuts it all down, and you slowly float together your two ships, and eventually and like a soft shudder kind of vibrates through the better be worth it. The normal auto clamps do not go off. You will have to manually clamp down, but for the most part, you are effectively attached.
Do we want to? So normally we would clamp because movement and stuff. If we don't clamp, or can we clamp, like do one clamp? Is that possible? I'm just
I
thinking when
wouldn't
we're running
advise
back to the
that.
ship and we have to try to get away and we forget to do the clamps, it's going to be an issue.
You don't forget to do the clamps.
It would suck if our ship broke off while we're over there.
That's the other side of it. Like,
I mean, we could do it, make that decision in the moment.
Mhm.
'Cause
Yeah.
we're doing it anyway, so we're going over.
Yeah, I assumed this was the moment to.
Yeah.
I would say that the manual clamping process is basically a big lever on the side of the door, and normally it would automatically get rolled over through a pneumatic process when you or an automated process when you docked up. Without power, the lever effectively activates a series of clamps that encompass the entire circumference of the door or the hatch. So when you pull it in sync, all of these clamps just kind of clamp down and create a firm seal. You you do have in my head you would have like this basic clamping system as the two ships met one another, but it wasn't like a super firm grip. It was like this is a temporary hookup type of
Yeah.
thing so that
It's your foot on the brake versus the parking brake.
absolutely.
Mhm.
Oh, it's a perfect analogy. And so, yeah, I mean, you could leave it like that. You can just the issue you run into is if anything happens to either vessel, it's extremely it's far more likely that something bad will ultimately happen. Like they will pull away from one another instead of moving as one unified object.
Mm-hmm.
All right, throw the locks.
I mean, you're more than welcome to leave it.
Yeah.
We'll be
Not
ready. Everybody will now be ready to unlock these things when we need to.
We had this discussion.
Right. So there you go. That was my problem is solved. Like,
Yeah.
We had a team building meeting before we went to do this.
Everybody's gonna check to see if the stove is off on the way out.
So I think we are.
Turn the lights
Oh,
off and on 3 times.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Out the coffee pot.
Check the coffee.
one
pot.
comes in, flips it, the other one locks it again.
You're the coffee pot. You're the stove. You're the light switches.
That's not the right map. Wrong map.
Right, Matt. At the wrong
Might
time.
take your computer, depending on your internet, a couple seconds to download this map. This is a heroic maps map. I saw it and I had to use it. They are beautiful, absolutely intricately created maps, and I support them on Patreon and get to use these maps so little. When I saw it, I had to crack her open and make a map out of it.
That's
nice. And so all we can see is this small section we're in.
Yeah, you're in the main airlock.
That was kind of let down, Michael.
It won't be.
This is the best thing ever. And you
This is an amazing map.
Oh right, actually,
Gorgeous beige.
you can all suck it.
I'm looking forward.
I gotta reset the fog of war for you guys because I was messing around in there. It shouldn't really make any difference to you guys in this room, but I can open the door. You can see into space. Oh my gosh!
Ooh, that's cool.
That is cool.
Not really
That is
though.
cool.
I don't know why I'm first.
Oh no,
I'll
it's the
go
other way.
first.
It's the other way. This is the sorry, over here is the actual door to the that's the airlock door. I didn't want to make you guys a ship and whatever.
Okay.
That's the airlock door. That's the
I
outside.
like this shade.
Dude, you haven't even I haven't even touched this map is so cool. It just looks cool.
I'm psyched.
Too cool for school.
Too cool for school. So you guys find yourself in this this airlock, and you see this console. It's kind of behind Bernard here, and it shut down, and the console is like hard shut down. Like you can't if you bang on it or try and type into it, it's non-responsive. Also, I don't have little icons for them, but there are 3 EV suits kind of haphazardly tossed to the side in this airlock room.
Ooh.
Is there blood on them or anything?
Mm.
Is there slime on them?
No blood and slime on the EV suits, no.
Did
Did it
we
appear to
find
be
anything
damaged at
else
all?
weird? Yeah, that too.
No damage, actually. No, the EV suits seem perfectly fine.
Well,
Great.
we can grab them on the way back
Great.
if we want them.
Not ominous, no.
Not ominous at all.
Should we be able to move our characters?
Oh,
No,
shoot.
game's paused.
Paused.
Oh, okay.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Floodgates
Say we
open.
go through that door.
Yep.
Okay. I know what you see, but I'm going to describe it differently than what you exactly see. These corridors, these junction corridors, as you peer through... you might want to wait a second, Corporal.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
I'm trying to
Simmer down, Singletary.
Because I'm about to say some things. When you open this door, it kind of... there's like a slurping noise as the joint in the middle of the door parts, and this kind of gloopy slime drips down in front of you, and it's supposed to be dark. I couldn't really... Oh, actually, I can make it dark. I forgot I did that. There we go. Take a hot second for it to get dark. So the whole ship is in this dark, kind of, low light. And I know you guys have your own light, so it doesn't really seem that way to you at the moment. But as you peer through this door, Corporal Bernard, you see these writhing tendril-like coils of viscous muscle and sinew that kind of drape from the ceiling and kind of traipse almost. In my head, it's like garland, like Christmas garland, only it's all made out of flesh, like this thick coiled flesh that has this oily black tinge to it that drapes across and all through like the ceiling area of this junction passageway.
I close the door. Just close it.
How do you react to that, Bernard?
Do I close the door? And
I close the door. That's fair. That's fair.
everybody else, did you see that shit? What is that?
I wonder if that is the insides of the slime, like it's taken over the ship.
Oh no.
Like the guts?
Yeah.
You said
Oh.
they were writhing?
He pukes a little in his mouth.
I was wondering if you were making that. Yeah. I'm good.
I'm going
good.
to
Um,
I'm going to take a peek inside.
Yeah, I'm
Let's
gonna
see.
back up.
Yeah.
Carl, his hand water out because the fire.
Say that again. Sorry. You're gonna what?
Hand welder out,
Okay. Perfect.
and we'll be right next to the door.
Yeah, I have my flamethrower with me, boarding axe, and foam gun.
Okay.
So when Corporal Singletary does that, it's okay. I got it. I'm going to see
I don't
to
got
peek
it.
peek inside to see if you said it was writhing.
Kind of.
I just assumed that it was.
I did say writhing. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to see if I could determine its exobiology.
Sure.
If it is what Carl had suggested, that it's the internal organs of this thing.
I believe that would be an intellect roll.
Yes, exobiology. Oh, hang on. Let me get the intelligence going. And there's a roll.
7. Okay.
S-
Yes, Dr. Sagan-Yan. This does seem to be like when you came in, and actually when you did the external kind of preliminary sensor scan of the ship itself, the floating entity that encompasses the ship.
Mhm.
There were like subsurface undulations, or that there were like coils of something that kind of moved under the outer membrane of this mass that currently enshrouds the ship. And it does seem like these are more of that. Like you're seeing the internal structure to some degree,
Mhm.
as you said, not necessarily organs, but yeah, the internal
Right.
structure of this mass has kind of grown into the structure of this ship.
Hmm. So I relay what I see to describe to them. This
Okay.
is most unusual, odd, and also fascinating. I'm going to step in as my flamethrower, ready in case this undulating mass decides to come at me, bro. So I'm going to step in very slowly.
Okay.
I'm going to look around, do the scan and sweep with the flamethrower. And is the decking a the squishies? Is when I place my foot down, is it sturdy?
It's sturdy, yes. It is not covered in the same kind of coiled vines of flesh that the ceiling is, but it definitely has, like, I want to say the word drippings
Why is this drippings with goo in
that
here?
have accumulated to some degree. So there is probably like a 1/4 inch of viscous goo at your foot.
And I look at as with my boot. Is it doing anything besides just being viscous goo and making squishy noises at my footsteps, or is it it's not reacting to my boots, like it's not crawling up it?
No, it is not crawling up your boot. However, as you pull your boot up to examine it, you do know that it is. I'm trying to think of words. It clings to your boot. It isn't climbing your boot, but it seems to cling slightly to your boot, like uh, thick mud. You know when you get your foot stuck in some kind of just heavy mud, but and the mud doesn't really want to give because like a suction type action.
Gotcha.
Doesn't seem like there's necessarily a suction type action considering the grade of the floor.
Right.
But again, it's not like it's going to hinder you. It isn't like difficult terrain or anything like that, but you just kind of feel that.
Is there any can Carl see the holding on to the boot a little more than
Maybe a little bit, yeah. Yeah. Sure.
if he can see it, like tell that's kind of what's going on. He's gonna hit it with the hand welder.
Oh, you're gonna like
not hit his foot, but like kind of
let it
like
slice
go
at
ahead
it
and
or
see.
something.
Well, I'm more trying to see if it pulls away. It makes it easier for him to step away, or
Well, no, he's not gonna.
Then I will slice it.
Well, he's not gonna be hindered from movement, I guess. Ultimately, sorry, go on.
Yeah. No, I get these not actually hindered, but it's kind of holding on to him a little bit. Like we're to figure out if it can tell and pull away from. If not, I'm gonna cut through it. Like I'm trying to see if
If it like shies away from
stuff
fire or
can
something, are you trying to
sense-
see if it?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. If it can move away from his foot. Away from him.
Oh, that's a good question. Yeah, as your torch comes closer, I assume it's only like a 2 or 3 inch like spike of blue flame almost, right?
I mean, it is. Oh, what was it? Can cut through an airlock door. So I'm not a welder, so I'm not 100% sure how big of a flame you'd need, but I would think an airlock would be thicker.
Fair, yeah. I'm sure it's adjustable. I mean, welding torches and cutting torches are all
I would-
adjustable. You got a little knob.
I would
you're
think
like-
so. Yeah.
So yeah, you adjust it down so you don't get this big like 8-inch flame coming towards Dr. Sagan.
Yeah.
You more of a surgical 1.5 inch, 2 inch blue white flame just whoosh out of your welding gun, and as you kind of wave the heat towards the viscous fluid on Dr. Sagan's boot, it kind of shies away from the flame and heat, giving you a very or not very, an obvious reaction to you going at it. Do you want to cut it?
Sure.
You can cut it.
Yeah, I'll cut it.
Yeah, it does the same kind of cauterize. It reacts in that same kind of cauterizing and recoiling in itself, and
Okay.
I don't know how willing an experimental subject Dr. Sagan is in this scenario, but
Just a little tiny bit. Do not set my boot aflame.
hey, those are my boots.
But
And I'm-
I was gonna say, I was assuming he was kind of watching it as well.
No,
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
yeah. Dude. So I'm going to
Uh,
adjust my flamethrower too a little bit to have some little more fire, like kind of like almost like an alien. The front.
Is the air inside the ship breathable?
It is oxygen. It is, breathable atmosphere. It is very humid.
Okay.
But you could absolutely take your helmet off if you wished,
Okay. Nope.
or
that
just let
wasn't
the air
reason I
in
was asking.
if you wish.
No, I wanted to. I was gonna actually say let's back out, close the door, and let's make some like torches, like just makeshift type torches to put down. It'll back away from the flame.
Hmm. If there's oxygen, that'll work out.
Yeah. That
Makes sense.
And-
I would like all of you to make a fear save.
And as I have my flamethrower, I'm gonna yell out, "Hey, Sweden!" Been dying to do that.
we've got limited fuel for that, so. Ooh, I passed.
What's hey
Crazy
Sweden?
Swedes.
What's hey Sweden?
Yeah, what is
That's
that?
from the thing when Macready's
Oh,
they're at the
right.
Norwegian. He's like,
Oh.
"Hey, Sweden!" And they're like, "Nah, Norwegians, man." It's like the running gag in a movie. Come
That's
home,
right.
Swedes.
I remember how he kept. I was like, it was so funny.
Hey, Sweden.
No, we didn't say
Fear,
he said
right?
like those Swedes or something like that. Because you're
Yeah.
talking about the other camp.
It's a few different times he calls
Yeah.
them Swedes,
Yeah.
even though they're Norwegian.
Yeah,
and he's
even though they're
corrected
Norwegian.
every time.
Yeah, it's good. It's correct every time. Excuse me.
Oh no.
So Flora, how does your
Oh,
fear manifest itself? What does your
Well,
character sheet say?
I mean, this is. Oh, I don't have that kind of thing. I get advantage on a panic check. That's my trauma response thing. But no, I don't. Was there? That was the question. Never mind.
Isn't this a panic check, like the fear saving?
you said fear.
Right.
Oh,
Fear.
Yeah.
I failed too.
So I think you guys just take some stress.
Yes.
Did.
How does this fear
Flora.
manifest itself, Flora? How is she reacting all of this?
Well, I mean, this is basically the second time she's been around something monstrous. So she kept her cool around the pirates or whatever, but this is way creepier because she thought it was just on the outside, and it's not just on the inside, but it's like this super creepy tendril stuff that's writhing and cringing away from fire. She was not prepared for that.
Also, the pirates were kind of like cyborg. They were still, in theory, still human on the inside to some degree. They were just heavy body modification type peoples.
Right.
And this would be a
Otherworldly,
true otherworldly
per se.
type of interaction, yeah. And Doctor, how is this kind of freaking you out as you stepped in? How is this kind of freaking you out?
Well, he wasn't expecting the decking to cling to him, so he's a little disconcerted that these particles perhaps can get through the suits and get to his flesh. So he's a little like, we should make this quick if possible, please. I don't want to be the Jonah swallowed by this space whale. Yes. Feel like that I might be a snack. To be digested is very disturbing. Alive.
Yeah. But we need to make it. We do need to make it worthwhile too.
Yes, this is true. I will tamp down my fear. Or burn it.
Where's my D20?
I think the plan, though, to have our own little torches for each of us is a great idea. I'm not sure what materials to use, but anybody got is to enact this plan, I will help.
I'm figuring we have like linen type clothes that we can wear, like casual clothes. Maybe like for the cryo chamber or something.
Just for a side idea, branching off of that, would it be possible to make heat guns, hair dryers, pulling heating elements out of things and putting them a handle on them?
I mean, you could jury rig things potentially.
That's something that we really can't do very well. So
I mean, you can always roll a raw intellect check, right? I mean, there's nothing stopping you from trying ultimately, but it might not be as successful as you hope.
Yeah.
I'll give it a shot.
Carl, I just want to let you know that when you pass that torch, near the like fluid, like in the back of your head, you felt this pang of fear, and you don't really know where it came from, and you weren't really like petrified feared or anything like that. Just like some external projection gave you this slight tinge of fear in the back of your head. Or like something, like you could feel something was afraid, I guess.
It felt like something was afraid. It wasn't coming from me, but I was
Correct.
sensing something around me. Okay.
Yep. And only you.
Okay.
So you can keep that in your pocket or not. It's up to you.
I'm gonna look at the doctor, and I'm gonna have him grab his welder and do the same thing that I did.
Okay. Be right back. I gotta go clean out my suit.
And then after he does it, if he does it, I will ask him if he had that same sense in the back of his head when he did it.
Jan, you do not feel anything. Laura, you do. Whether or not you, again, tell anybody that you had this weird sensation of external thing giving off this fear or like trepidation type emotion.
What was that?
Like I'll be probably talking to
Fair enough. Okay.
Jan about it out loud, not like real quiet, but so
Mhm.
the whole group can hear it. So if it happens to Flora, then she probably would be like, "Wait, that just happened to me when he."
Yeah.
So, okay.
Yeah. Oof, me too.
Okay, so this stuff could be telepathic, empathic. Do we try to
Mm.
Messing with
communicate
our
with it?
minds in some kind of way.
Right?
Like it.
Do we try to communicate and maybe it'll let us
What do you think, Doc?
through and take some shit and then we'll leave it alone?
Yeah, why not? Just
Mhm.
if it's sentient enough that we mean it no harm, it's worth a risk.
Is it true though?
Right.
Mm.
I mean, I don't. If they attack me, I'm gonna hurt them, but I don't intentionally want to kill things.
I will say, pilot, Flora Miller, you know the general, the general kind of layout of this ship, and you know that north here, up this corridor would be towards the flight deck, the bridge. Sorry, the bridge and the nav comm would be up north, I guess. In typical C-32 layout, I guess I should say.
I guess we would have talked about this prior. What is our objective? Are we?
Well, salvage, which I assume means you need to some degree salvage, but also,
Yeah.
I don't know. What is your guys' ultimate goal?
Are we
Salvage.
searching like cargo that we can take? Are we going? Are we trying to just pure salvage? And I don't
It's
know entirely what that would consist of. What?
Everything.
the more slime in the ship, the less we should take the ship. But
Mm.
if there's
Yeah.
stuff in the ship, it's worth it.
This is true. Yes.
Yeah, that's so I'm thinking hit the cargo holds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Also, it is worth noting that the space entity itself could have value given its
Right.
uniqueness. Sorry,
Well,
what
we
were
do
you gonna
have
say?
we have a specimen of it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Do we though, or do we basically have like one of its toes or something?
It's a
yes.
specimen.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. If we could make some kind of contact, that would be the find of the century. Nobody's
the
found sentient
contact.
life before.
Right.
Uh,
I would like Carl probably is gonna try and before we do the torches, go and make the torches. He's probably gonna try and see at the door and see if it'll open a path on in front of the door. Like just kind of trying to project peace.
Reject
Toward-
peace.
Yeah, he doesn't know.
He doesn't.
That's what he's gonna.
Fair enough.
He's trying to mentally like try send good.
So
vibes,
Carl's
right?
like, I'm in.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
just concentrates on the idea of peacefulness for a moment.
Yes. The feeling of being at peace.
Give me a wisdom check. Or no,
Me?
there isn't wisdom in this game. What am I talking about? Give me an intellect check.
All right. Damn it.
Wisdom is what I would have done for knave or whatever. You,
I got it.
Carl,
Good.
you try to reach out into the ether, but no blood drips down your nose. You're not able to break the barrier to the mental state of the entity that now kind of in one way or another envelops you.
Alrighty.
I will go to Corporal Bernard Singletary because I haven't heard from him in a little bit.
Well, if we're going, let's go because this is fucking
Well-
wrong.
Do we want to make the torches first?
Yes, I believe we should have something just in case.
Yeah, this might be something that falls under military training. Maybe.
Hmm.
Sure.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, go ahead and roll with advantage on your military training. I would say what is jury rigs based at? Intel or intellect?
Allie.
Yeah, I would imagine since it's the only
Yeah.
brainy thing
Yeah, so go ahead and roll that.
with advantage.
Yeah, with advantage.
Nope. Not so good. Not so. Oh wait, that's right. We got to put some like gasoline on it or something.
I mean, yeah, you guys make the. So here's the compromise I'll make. You're able to you kind of take apart the fabricy bits of the EV suits that are kind of tossed around this room. You tear up the like canvas like fabric that is on the outside, and you create these makeshift torches. But if you want to make all of these torches, you're gonna have to basically eat one of Dr. Saganyan's flamethrower charges to light them all.
Could we use the hand welder?
Yeah, I'll allow it. Does the hand torch have ammo, or is it like infinite?
I don't think I saw.
It might not even use fuel.
Right.
It might be like a
Hand welder
I should
not
talk about it.
applicable
No shots.
for shots.
Feels like there's no consequence then.
It does do a damage, 1d10 damage.
No, I know. My idea is a compromise.
For yours,
Because of the
Yeah.
rolls. I want you to be able to get what you want, but I want there to be a consequence to it. I'm trying to figure out because eating the ammo felt like a reasonable trade-off.
Right.
But if your torch has no ammo,
I mean, does the torch work better? Does the hand welder work better than a torch? I know we haven't made the torches yet, but
I just figured the torches wouldn't like that. We only have the 2 hand welders, right?
Stand
That's my
by.
knowledge. Yeah.
I took one, and somebody else I thought took one.
I think I did. Hang on.
Yeah, Jan likes fire. He's pro fire.
I do. Fire's our friends. Items.
So I was figuring that's
Yes, I have a hand
more
welder.
that, and it was before I checked to see if there was ammo for the hand welder too.
So
So
I would say you lose one of the hand welders. Whoever wants to lose a hand welder to get all of these started, it's gonna, for whatever reason, as a
I'll lose mine
consequence, it will consume the
Okay.
hand welder.
because I have the flamethrower, so I'll give up that.
Okay.
So I'll just delete it from my items.
So yeah,
Because I'm team
ahead.
player.
Absolutely. Yeah, you're able to jury rig at the cost of one hand welder, 4 kind of makeshift torches.
All right.
Doc, you go first. I got your back. Keep the flamethrower pointed the other way.
Thank you. I feel very
Yeah,
comfortable.
it's okay. I'll tap him on the shoulder and not get in front of him.
Just like the Marines, eh?
I think a flamethrower is better, more suited for this.
Yes, I
Yeah,
concur.
that's it. That's the
Unless you
flamethrower.
wish to take the flamethrower, Corporal.
Can I carry an
No.
an extra set of ammo for the flamethrower? Since I got the advanced battle dress, it can hold. Like, I can carry more stuff with it.
Okay. Yeah. One more shot.
All right.
Okay. I'm proceeding which way now? I'm inside, moving.
So
Slowly?
right. Yeah, these like kind of traipsing, from the ceiling, there's these kind of coiled tendrils that are kind of moving, and you can kind of see like musculature almost moving and writhing underneath this membrane. And there's no there's no easy way for me to make a door ajar in Foundry or just slightly open. But the tendrils all kind of snake out, and at this kind of T junction you're at, you can see that they kind of like the door here immediately in front of you is just slightly ajar by like 6 inches or whatever, and you see like the coils of flesh travel through, and so they are clearly traveling down this corridor, directly ahead of you, to the left here, and then you also see more up north of you, kind of also in a slightly ajar door.
Mm-hmm.
Are the tentacles what are keeping the tendrils keeping the doors ajar?
Yeah.
Like they're actively in, but okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Flora, what is this room?
What is
I
this
open
room?
the door.
It's
Sorry.
fine. It's continue.
Oh,
You're
sorry, I
fine.
didn't
You
mean
can
to
open it.
come all the way over
You
there.
can kind of peek through and see that it's more corridor. It's part of this these junctions, these ship corridor junctions.
It is down that way.
What is down that way?
What rooms? What modules?
That rooms you would know to be generally crew quarters. Depending on layout, model, there could be cryopods or any number of things, but generally crew quarters, barracks are down this main hall.
I think I heard the team say that they wanted to go to the cargo, so which way is that?
Quickest way to cargo would probably be down that Well, what would be the
That's fine.
quickest way to cargo? It would. The fastest way, the most direct route to cargo would be down this hall,
Okay.
through here, and then down again, straight down.
Okay. We'll
Excuse
do
me.
that. That's that way, and then we'll make a left.
Hey, Doc, open that door.
Excuse me.
I opened the door.
That it's covered in tendrils.
Is it still have? Ooh,
Yes,
I take.
there's still
Is-
tendrils and goo
I'm gonna
decorating everything in these halls.
going to wave the flamethrower, a little bit of flame that's at the end to burn some of those tendrils, so at least make them
Oh, okay.
go away from the doorknob, door tab, doodad thingy. Because I don't want
Flora,
to touch it.
Bernard, both of you have this almost this emotion kind of projects into your head of what's the word I'm looking for? Like this very primal emotion of a mixture of fear and like fight or flight, and so it's this fight, almost this fear and fight mixture of emotion. I'm sure there's a better word that I am too dumb to know.
Probably exactly how Singletary feels anyway, right, in this position. So
So maybe it just kind of mixes
he's
in with
got
the rest of your.
yeah, that's nothing. That's nothing to worry about.
Okay. But you
Yeah,
don't feel
stuff it
anything.
down. Stuff it
Stuff
way
it down. I don't know. What do you do, Flora?
I've got one of those torches, right?
Correct.
So
You all.
yeah,
I
I'm gonna do the same thing of stuffing it down. I wanna. So once again, Flora feels like she wimped out on that first thing, and so she wants to prove to the super smart scientists and the super chill, nothing bothers us military bros that she can. She's just
She can
got
hang.
this.
Can hang. So Flora swallows the fear. I assume neither of you convey this emotional uh kind of flood
Nothing to
Well,
convey.
yeah, I mean,
to your friend,
basically,
to your crew.
people already know
Consciously.
that doing weird brainy feelings in our heads, so
Fair enough.
I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Yeah.
Doctor, you've somehow been volunteered to be leader of this crew, or leader of this not crew, but leader of this
Expedition.
expedition. This ragtag
Well, his
collection of humans.
xenobiology understanding will surely
Yes,
prevail.
of course. I opened the door very slowly.
I have
Have it
a crowbar
opened.
if you want it.
This one.
Do I need? Yes. Right. This is what I'm opening. Right. This door.
Yeah.
Okay.
With most of the power in this ship shut down, the automatic doors give very little resistance, and you're able to. Although I'm not saying it's super easy, it's also not going to fight you on it. So you're able to just pry them open with a little bit of elbow grease, and smash them, or not smash them, just push them open, push the doors fully open. Doing so does cause some of the tendrils to almost loosen and kind of fall to about head height, kind of right in front of you, causing you to duck to keep out of their way.
I'm just gonna wave the flamethrower a little bit. And the falling tendrils are like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
So just kind of just briefly with the flamethrower. See if they react.
They 100% react. They tense up and coil back like a compressed spring, like coil back up and move away from you. You and you alone, Sagan, get this flood of fight emotion. This coming over you. And as you toss the flame, or not toss the flames, you wave your torch at the tentacles. This this door pries open to the south, and you see
Which door?
the one to the south here.
This one?
No, that's
Oh, okay, sorry. Dirt.
the
Burp.
west.
Yeah, west, south.
You see this door open, and what pries itself through the door I'm using the same icon. I'm sorry. I have named them Marionette of Flesh. And so the tendrils, it looks like what used to be, whoops, didn't mean to grab Flora. Used to be one of the crew members. But it is being kind of ambulated, puppeteered by one of the tendrils kind of attached to its neck, back, haunch area, and it kind of lifts up. And two of those come prying their way through
I'll shoot the closest one
in the corridor.
Well, I tell whoever can't see what's going on. If nobody, can we all fit in the corridor or no?
Of course, I gave them no vision.
Here,
When I
but I'd
click
like to
them,
be
I
the
lose
bit
all
there.
my vision.
So whoever can't see, I'm explaining in excited tones what is going on.
And that is this end, right?
1 second, I'm filling this out. Say that again, sorry.
They're coming from that end, right?
Yeah, south of you. They're
Down.
coming from down here.
Oh, they're coming from down there. Okay.
Yeah. It's combat time, I think.
Does the crew members, are they dead? Do they look dead?
I think this.
They
Right.
look dead, yes.
They did. Okay.
I certainly detected no life signs.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. But I don't know if they're
Then
just using them as puppets. They're not like being the puppet masters, like getting into their brains.
I mean, okay, so if they're not dead, would you want to be that?
Or if we could communicate
Wouldn't
to
you be
this.
begging for death at some point anyway? I think it's what.
No, my thing is if their puppet, this entity is a puppeteer. It's using these dead crew members as animated zombies, right? Puppets on the meat strings.
Yep.
I don't know if their tentacles like went into their brains and into their bodies, and I don't know if they gave them some kind of a
sedative or something. It's.
No, even if they're dead, I guess. Yeah, I don't know if they would be able to revive their brains and their speech capacity. I don't know. To try to communicate.
Dr. Sagan, given your experience in all things biological to one degree or another, their bodies look very gaunt, gray, disheveled. The uniforms that they once wore are very tattered, rotting almost off of their flesh.
Okay.
And the juncture, the connection this tentacle has in the back of the neck seems to like spider out and crawl up the necks and into the mouths and eyes and all around the back, like varicose veins, like purpley, oily varicose veins that now kind of are a web around their own body, kind of
Mm.
ambulating them like a marionette by this.
But I forgot this spaceship's old, so yeah, they would be desiccated. Okay,
Yeah.
all right. This is very disturbing, and I'm going to. I know Bernard said he started shooting the closest one, so I'm gonna.
Well, before we get too into it, I gotta pee real quick,
Oh.
and I will be right back. And so, if you want to
Yes.
think up a strategy, I'll be right back.
I have to get
Much
more
pause.
ice too, but I'll let Corporal Singletary shoot. Bang bang, pew pew.
Save flamethrower for when they get too close.
Yes. Right, I'll be right back too.
I have that combat shotgun now.
Ooh, yeah, that's good. Things getting too close.
Hmm. We'll also be right back.
Okay. Hi, Bobby.
Hello.
That's new.
Not much.
Good.
Didn't lose any discs today when I went and played disc golf, which is new for me this year. The last,
Normally you lose.
I don't usually lose any.
Did you say you
Like,
lost one today or lost some today?
I've lost five in the last 2 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah. And they're ones that like I really like and I've had for a long time and used, and so it's tough because you want to find those discs again,
Mm-hmm.
and they don't always continue to make them. So
They're not cheap, are they? They're not.
no, you're looking at $10 to $20 a pop.
How many do you carry for disc golf?
Typically I'll take out, depends. If I'm just going over to the place by my house, I'll take 3. I'll take my driver, my mid range, and my putter.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm going out to like a bigger course, I'll take my
Marionette
bag
of flesh. Sorry.
that's got probably 5 or 6 drivers, couple approaches, and a couple putters.
Wow.
Golf.
So. But they're more ones that I've accumulated over the years. So
Do you find other people's and just keep them?
if there's no name or number on it, yeah. If there's a name and number, I'll call.
Okay, yeah.
If there's just a name, I'll leave it on the park bench.
Mm-hmm.
This
Or
journals? What is this?
discs for disc golf.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So yeah, I was telling him how I've lost about 5 in the last couple of weeks.
Ouch.
So
It evens out because you find?
not so much.
I'd imagine that's much faster to find them.
Yeah, the ones I've found were kind of eh. I've only found like 2 or 3.
I figured if you lost yours, that sounds insulting now that I've said it out loud.
No.
But
I didn't think it that way at all. 3 of the ones I've lost were into ponds, so there's probably a lot in that pond.
Yeah, that would make sense. That's
Yeah. No, and some of them are just like they'll land vertically in between like a couple plants or something, and you easily just overlook them. So, and it doesn't have that had like bright yellow, and it's in the grass where the sun's laying, like in the woods, kind of in some plants where the sun's shining just right. I keep going. Is that it? Nope. Is that it? Nope. So yeah, from now on, pinks, oranges, reds.
All 4 of you, please give me a quick fear check.
No.
Okay.
No.
Even I do, even though I can't see it.
I mean, I guess technically you can't see it. You will when you do, I guess.
I will. Yeah. Ooh. Ooh.
Whoops, hit roll.
I still got it. Critical
Oh
failure.
no. Flora's pretty freaked out by monsters, apparently. Oh no. Makes sense. They are monsters.
Wow, this stuff scares the bejesus out of you guys. Seeing these marionetted once humans being just puppeted towards you guys as these thick, viscous coils of vein and muscly sinew come trundling down this corridor at you guys. It lets both of their mouths in unison open at the same time and just bellow this horrible scream like
Oh my goodness.
at you, and it just does not stop. And they attack you guys. Dr. Yan, how do you respond to this accosting?
Burn it.
Burn it.
Yes.
Did you burn? Did you do? You all should take a.
Stressful.
I took one. Should I be taking more than one?
You be taking more than one.
Stress. I took one stress because I failed.
That should be fine. I have to figure out something to do with
Okay.
Flora, but that should be fine.
It's all right. No big deal.
I'll put a pin in
Get
it for
to
the
me.
moment. It'll surface
Find
later.
a chart where she could blow the ship up.
All right, let's do this. Ah! I failed.
I'm not gonna roll. All of you have this. So, Dr. Sagan, you unload your flamethrower into this hallway, and it fills it with this sooty smoke, along with just burns everything around you. All the vines of flesh above you start to like ember and burn, and the fluid that was slowly dripping begins to drip even faster, and some of it's actually on fire as it kind of rains down around you, kind of filling this hallway with flame. The zombies themselves look fairly unfazed, and in fact now just seem to be on fire.
Oh. No. I
excuse me.
anticipated flaming zombie. Zombie. Flambe.
Zombies.
Zombie.
Yes, zombies.
Oh, this is terrible.
Super bad.
This is
Like-
terrible.
Bernard.
Can I push Flora out of the way back towards Carl and then get in her spot and shoot the closest one?
Sure. I don't see anything wrong with it. You could just tell her to get out of the way. You don't have to push her probably.
Water.
Move!
Yeah.
Move, 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 move.
I'll shoot him.
Oh, bitch. Get out the way.
Gun, gun, gun. Gun, gun, gun.
Wow, we're just.
Ugh.
You guys are all
God.
rattled by this.
We just wanted to see your super cool ship.
I know you guys haven't even seen any of it. Hey, do you see that sweet dining room right there? That all used up dining room you can't see. I don't know who can actually see that far. I guess Corporal Singletary. Carl did. Yeah, I guess Carl can see that.
I shouldn't be able to, but I can.
I think it's because you're basically shared fog of war with everybody, so I think that's why you can see it. You probably just see the fog of war, like it's super dark, right? But it's fog of war. Doesn't really
I
matter.
can see the table pretty clear. And the chairs.
Not sure. Regardless, Bernard reloads his SMG twice.
No,
I'm
I'm
messing.
trying to make the software work. Poking it.
Yeah, you. This is your SMG. Yeah, your SMG.
Yep.
The
Yeah, I didn't
bullets
bring my-
just kind of sink into the flaming zombie, the zombies, and seem to have very little direct impact.
That's not good. Yeah, that's troublesome. Okay.
That's troublesome.
Singletary
So
said it's not very good.
calmly. Well, that's
Yeah,
troublesome.
no, that's like he's not gonna do well with that if his gun doesn't work. So. Anyway,
Excuse me.
next.
Next, Carl.
Because it's because I had Singletary selected. That's why I could see that. Okay. It changed when I selected myself. I'm gonna slide past Flora and Bernard. And as I'm doing that, I'm pulling the Vibe Shetty off my back. And I'm looking to take the thing's head off. That's right in front of me.
Okay.
Oh my god.
You like hack off one of the arms, and it just kind of flops off, and the zombie itself seems completely unfazed by this. It does take damage, but it also doesn't seem to give a shit. And now that flaming arm is kind of smoldering in the kind of goop, creating this very black caustic soot to kind of fill the room even more. Mutant. Which one is it? It's this one. This mutant's gonna walk up. It is going to try to attack you. It's going to basically just do a lay of hands.
Oh.
Roll.
Come on.
Man.
It like gives you this extremely uncomfortable bear hug, and you're wearing a suit, correct? An EV suit or a HAZ suit?
Advanced battle dress.
Perfect. It as it as it kind of hugs you in your suit, you feel this, or no, you don't feel this. You would feel it kind of grab and hug your suit, but your suit itself, I don't have this fully fleshed out, but like a HUD or warnings start to go off in your suit that its internal functions are getting, the power is being drained, and internal functions on your suit are being, are starting to shut down because of it. This doesn't cause you any direct damage yet, but unless you can break from the marionette's grasp in the next turn, I will say your suit will effectively be inert and drained of all of its power.
I will let them know what is going on?
Mhm.
What does that sound like?
Fucking training myself.
Mm.
Yeah.
Um,
Perfect.
trying to get it off him.
So yeah, you all see this. I guess it's on fire too. This flaming
I'm gonna
Zambe.
I'm gonna go after the flaming Zambe that's giving the bear hug, and Singletary's telling it's gonna shut down his suit because I brought my boarding axe, and I'm gonna try to.
Well, give me 1 second, Brian. Let's get through the mutant and
Oh, I'm sorry. I
it's
thought
all
they were-
good.
Okay. Well, but that's what I'm gonna do is try to cut the tendrils off it, the strings. Pull the strings, cut the strings.
Exactly. The other mutant is going to attempt the exact same thing on you, Carl. They're going to try and bear hug you.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me.
That doesn't surprise you.
Oh, it's like one sees the guy doing it and goes, "Oh, that's how that was
It
a
doesn't
good
seem
idea."
to be able to get a firm grip on you, thwarted by its own fleshy friend.
Ooh,
There's just not enough Carl for 2 huggers at once, I guess.
good thing I went on that diet.
Laura? I'm sorry, Flora?
You said Laura before. I didn't really hear the difference. Anyway, so yeah, Flora is going to shout, "Let's get out of here!" and get out her newly acquired combat shotgun while she sort of backs towards the airlock.
Okay.
She is hoping the others will follow her.
So Flora
She's hoping to get out of
GTFOs,
here.
right? You
But
get the
she's got
fuck
the
out.
shotgun, so if anything comes around the corner that is untoward, speak, she will. She's got some shells.
Perfect. Doctor, your plan?
Hell is to cut the strings that
Okay.
these tentacles that are animating these flambe zombies.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go above Carl's head or whatever. I mean the
Mhm.
thing's head, and try to chop it. Chop it with my boarding axe. Chop.
Okay.
Just hope that these combat works.
Do you have combat training?
Yes, I have military training.
And go ahead and use that.
But I'm going to +5, right? The military training. Hang on, skill. Is 10. Why does it say +5? It should be 10. Hang on. Oh no. What the?
You try to grip onto the Zambi, the flames lick your own suit, and the kind of thick, now hot, greasy slime thwarts your efforts in getting purchase to. Oh, what's the strength check?
No, I just did strip back. Sorry about that.
No worries. And you're just unable like this to get your axe. Well, no, this is an axe, not a knife. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you swing, and unfortunately you only nick it. You aren't able to fully cut it. However, it does get you do get its attention, I should say.
So this is exactly as I expected.
One. Okay. 5. Interesting.
10.
Bernard.
First I will yell, Dr. Yan, we gotta go. Is Carl, you're getting out of your suit? Did you say that?
He's trying to get away. I don't know if he was getting out of his suit. He was trying to get away from the zombies. I mean, he could get out of his suit. That'd be one way to.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I heard that now, but I don't know where Bobby went. So.
Sure.
Sorry. I wasn't. I was just trying to back away, get away
Okay,
from
then
the slime stuff.
I will actually reach out and start pulling him back. And can I randomly shoot in the general direction of those zombies? Or they're right on top of them, aren't they?
I know. Yeah. I mean, you would
Go for it.
It would probably be pretty point blank if you wanted to just like put a gun up to their head or whatever. But it sounds like you're trying to strength him away out of the grasp, though. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, and the gun is just for fun. If it can do something, great. If not, I'm trying to pull him back.
So go ahead and give me a strength check with whatever. I'm not sure. Yeah, combat training. Yeah, that's fine. I'll take combat training. Also, if you have athletics or military training in there, or if you have athletics.
Oh, I have athletics. With strength or combat, you said? Or
yeah.
just...
That's only one difference for you, but yeah. So, I guess combat already has a +10 on it, so probably combat.
Okay.
We'll do combat because this is a combat situation. You're trying to pull them out. I'll allow it. Didn't even need it.
Critical success.
Look at that. You didn't even need it. Yeah. No. You kind of yank Carl out of and toss him towards the door here. And your gun, you like put it straight up to the umbilical. And as you unload, it tears through what remains from the gash that Sagan had left. It tears through the rest of the umbilical, and the whole zombie, once it's severed, just goes straight dead weight limp and crumples up effectively at your feet, dead. For all intents and purposes.
That's the way to do things.
And that was this one. Oh, why didn't it kill him? Weird. It's supposed to kill him. Yeah, whatever. There we go. It did it. Carl, you've just been yanked away from your assailant, and you just watched it crumple to the ground. What do you do? After the umbilical was severed, I should reiterate.
Okay, so I saw that was when it fell.
Yep, absolutely. You would. The only person who probably wouldn't have seen that is Flora, because she's in the other room.
Carl's gonna look at Bernard, give him a little bit of smirk, and he's gonna move back to there and try and cut the umbilical of the other one.
100%. Give me a roll.
Jesus, Carl, what the fuck?
I just pulled you out of this mess.
Yes.
That'll do it. Yeah.
Emboldened.
Seeing the weak point, the vibe shetty easily cuts through the umbilical, and the zombie goes limp. They are both still on fire because that you're neither the gun nor the vibe shetty stop flames. So they're both crumpling and burning on the ground. But you are all out of combat for the moment.
Yeah. Did my suit take any damage?
I'm trying to let me look up your suit again. My idea is that these things will basically suck your suit dry. They desire power, radiant energy. They suck up EM radiation. I'll just have it burn part of your oxygen supply. 'Cause that's probably the most
Okay.
germane issue for you to have clean air. And you already have like 12 hours, so I'll cut that down to 8,
No,
I guess.
I only have one.
Oh. Well, then you got like 15 minutes of air.
Oh. Do I see this on my
Oh
a
yeah.
gauge?
No, your suit,
Okay.
would definitely give you a warning. Warning, oxygen levels are low, that you're in like, yeah.
I have a vac suit, so I think I have 12 hours of oxygen, something like that. Can I siphon some of it into his suit?
I would say that
Like-
the connectors, things are pretty universal, and you're able to feed your suit into his suit for kind of tethering and stuff.
Sweet. Thank you. Do we continue on? Or do we leave now?
I keep my combat shotgun out either way.
Now that we know that for at least these guys, take out that umbilical cord and they drop.
I'm going to. We probably should go to, at least we already made it this far, to the cargo.
Sure. It's just
This
and
way.
to the left.
Wait, we're going in.
I mean, that's what the doc wants. I don't.
Well, we made it this far. I mean, we just want to
We're
abandon it.
We're not. We didn't make it anywhere. This is like literally the front door.
Well, we're here. Do you wish to just go back to the ship and then
That's
take
fair.
a little
Should
step?
have let you guys crawl much further into the belly of this beast before it started to attack you. Noted.
I know. Let's do it quick. And if
That's
something
what I
comes
mean.
up,
So,
run.
All right.
yeah.
Sweep.
Do we want
Speed run.
to have somebody in the ship? Like
Sorry. Have somebody where?
in the ship? Is kind of on standby for us.
The guy in the getaway car kind of thing.
Yeah.
No, that
Be
makes
Flora.
sense for the pilot to do that. Yeah.
Right?
Probably smart.
Or keep the engine running.
Yeah.
And I'll get that lever too.
Okay. Nothing bad will happen. Run, run, run.
And I mean, we're on comms with you, so
Here we go.
Mm.
This door.
Yeah, the tendrils run throughout, Dr. Sagan. This horrific kind of garland hangs from many of the surfaces and all the ceilings. It has kind of grown down, and in my it's like this almost like a thatch that has grown over the walls and panels and the multi-use consoles here, work consoles here. But It is kind of more of the same when it comes to the slimy motif of tendrils and goop all over. You do leave in your wake two flaming corpses, tossing up fire in the main body of the ship, just so you're aware. So there's a little bit of sooty smoke kind of wafting around with you and in the air around you now.
We should put the corpses out. Stomp on
I
it.
mean, it's up to you guys. I'm not trying to tell you to do your job.
I'm wondering, do we want
How
to
did you
leave them
try?
burning
Yeah,
as
maybe.
a deterrent from?
Yeah. Or perhaps
We just need to figure out if there's any shit here to get. If there's not,
Exactly.
they gotta go.
Okay. This is true. It's not engulfing this ship. Okay.
Yeah, right now there's nothing to get.
Let's see what's behind this door.
This door? In here?
Is there a door? Oh, we can just go through? There's another door?
There should be, yeah.
That door was open.
Do you not see the door icons?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah.
Which direction were we
South.
supposed to go to?
South.
The south? Okay.
And then we have to go down something else, and then that's it.
I mean, sort
Uh-oh,
of, but
sorry,
yeah.
no.
That's it. That's it.
Then we'll have it.
In
Then
and
we'll
out.
win.
Like
No
snatching
problem.
an old lady's purse.
Yep.
Mhm.
No problem.
Old telepathic lady.
Go through this door? Down south here?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I forgot it's so dark because
This should be cargo or close to it.
Yeah. You're in another junctured corridors, another juncture hallway here. Flora gave you, express instructions that straight due south, and you'll eventually end up in the secondary cargo bay.
Dr. Young, where the fuck are you going?
He's going due
Yep.
east.
Oh, sorry. I forgot. I was momentarily
Might lead back to the dining room, so that might be a
Yes.
good way out too.
Yep.
How
explored
bad
this.
is the stuff here?
I'm sorry, Bobby, you're breaking up a little.
How covered is everything here?
Pretty covered. As you open up the secondary, the room to the secondary cargo bay here, the thickness, the volume of kind of viscous mass, the tendrils, the ceiling itself is like a giant knot of these coil-like, almost tentacle. In my head, they're like this undulating horror, kind of interweaving each other and moving and coiling together around and all over this. Yeah, just like a horrible, muscly nest of worms above you.
Yeah. Does this seem like this could be where it started from?
This is the most significant concentration of this stuff we've seen so far, right?
Correct. Concentration. That's a great word. Thank you.
Fuck. Josh, burn it. Kill it.
Josh, burn it. I'm not going to stop you from doing anything you want.
There's nothing here, to salvage, I guess. So yeah.
So yeah, what?
I mean, you haven't really searched the room. You've just kind of looked around. You do see, you can see that there. I mean, they're kind of baked into the map. But yeah, there's cargo containers strewn about. Some of them have been torn open. Their goods spilling out. But if you look around, well, I'll wait.
I'll look around in.
I would scan the area to I'll do the sweep with the flamethrower, keep an eye out for attacking tendrils, while you both of you see what you can
Yeah.
salvage. We're here. Don't just run.
Right.
So look.
As you,
Singletary will always keep
I don't
one
know how
eye
to
on
look other
the
than
mess,
Sam.
so he'll be looking through stuff.
the cargo containers that still look intact, that and still look viable, you find one of them has what's the, like a med kit, some what are those, like syringes or whatever they call them. What is it called? They're like the little temporary hit point things. Whatever, doesn't matter.
Stim packs.
Stim packs. Thank you. Like 4 stim packs, 2 med kits, some surgical equipment, along with a array of various narcotics, or basically
Alright, we'll take
anesthesia
that.
and
Once I
pain.
see that, I close it and mark that one for us to take.
Okay.
Kind of like they would with like a storage, buying
Mhm.
storage units kind of thing. Like
You just mark it
triple
with a
look,
big,
yeah, that's a good one.
With a
Yeah.
Sharpie.
yeah,
Yeah.
just a big chalk X on it. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, I was just gonna say when we get them by the airlock, we probably should. Is there a way we can use the fire to cleanse them off the outsides?
Sure.
Like get the stuff off of it without damaging the internals?
Sure.
Internal stuff?
These containers are pretty hardy. They've lasted quite a while in this goop and maintain their structural integrity. A little fire shouldn't hurt them too much. It should they're made out of like a hardened, I want to say like steel or aluminum. So as long as it doesn't get too hot, it should be fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'll bring the dolly. So
The dolly. Okay, hold on one second. Okay, Grace, you're the clear die. Flora, sorry. Okay. This gray marbly dial, Carl.
Oh.
Okay, you're good. Coppery marble dial, that's Bernard. 18. Okay, we'll hold on to that one for a second. And my straight brushed copper die is Dr. Sagan. Is a 6. Are you taking flame to these cargo containers, Carl? I should ask this first. I know you just inquired, but I should ask if you're actually doing this action.
I wouldn't
Okay.
in here. I would say when we get it to the airlock, and I would say probably Jan, since he's got the flamethrower. But I think let's check a few more cargo containers.
Okay. Bernard, while this is all going on, while they're walking around inspecting things under the canopy of this horror, you get the intense emotional sense of like rage, and it external from you, like it's not your emotion, if that makes sense.
I'm gonna shoot the center mass.
You want to shoot this like above you?
Yeah,
Okay. What are you shooting it with?
my SMG.
Okay. I would argue that given that you are shooting a large the broadside of a barn, so to speak, there's no real reason for you to need to roll. If you are kind of haphazardly just spraying it down with bullets.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I mean, that thing got mad at us, and it's gonna kill us.
So-
and it needs to die first.
As you kind of spray, unload a clip or whatever, I don't know I don't know guns, magazines, I don't know. As you unload your weapon into the ceiling, the vines themselves like contract around the bullets, and it looks like if they were muscle, they're like cramp up and tense up like a hard muscle and get very thick and hard. As this happens, the whole ship begins to shimmy and shake. I don't know where Flora is at the moment, but you guys did do the full clamp, so it's not going to pull away from your ship, but you feel, or rather you hear the like creaks and groans as the ship itself begins to shudder around you a bit. Like this monstrosity is directly reacting to what you just did.
Guys,
We have to go.
And on that, that's the session because it's 3 minutes still. We're going to fade to black as the whole ship begins to shudder around you guys and move and
Shaking.
contort.
Guys, gotta go.
Hopefully you enjoyed the weird horror from my head, my weird whole cloth.
I say
Always.
in that case, we do grab a couple more sealed cargo containers and go.
Yeah.
Okay. I will prepare for
Cleanse
that.
them and then get out of here.
Yeah. This is overwhelming. This got tense.
And make sure we do want to make sure we did get a sample, right? Of
Yes.
like a toe.
yeah,
Okay.
cut off a chunk.
This is the merchant vessel Drifting Dream, just so you know that, Grayson.
Thought it
and
might be,
Brian.
but now I'm sad to know it.
Yeah. I'll send you the guys the lore I wrote about this little incident. But yeah, no, I hope you guys have fun. This is just me making it up. So,
This is fun.
I had this idea the other day I just wrote it down after yesterday's session. When they enter the ship, they'll have this psychic sense of something surrounding them because they're like fully engrossed in this monster. So its psychic presence will kind of impress on them, I guess. They'll feel it in their head. It wouldn't, like I said, it doesn't necessarily take control of you, but you definitely feel its emotions as you guys interact with it.
Right.
And I thought that would be a neat thing to kind of explore and play with. And
Yeah, neat.
I like it.
Can we have recorded our excursion into
Sure. I mean, I'd say there's
That's
nothing
head
like
cams.
body cam kind of
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, absolutely.
Those are
100%.
on the suits.
Yeah,
Right. Why
Because-
not be recording?
right?
absolutely.
Well, I'm thinking we could also sell the video too.
Body
Ah.
Absolutely. First contact.
Yeah.
Right.
Now we're
Yep.
cooking with fire.
Not that people will necessarily believe that that's what that is, because people are always
Doubters.
know.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Flora. That's a great
Merch.
No,
Go to
shush.
the conventions.
picture in my head.
Shushing Michael,
Nah,
just to be clear.
That's fun.
This is a bit
Thank
of
you.
lore I wrote to get in the headspace of this mission for you guys.
Cool.
Only 2 pages. It's not like I
Read it tomorrow.
stop recording.